It is a bunch of chemicals that were created and designed to kill cancer cells. Chemo does kill cancer cells, but it also kills all the other cells that are supposed to be fighting for your immune system when you're sick. The effects of chemo, really, really horrible. Drag you down, drain you, deplete all of your energy. You have really, really, really bad side effects, like bad nausea. Like my neuropathy is terrible. I get 10 times colder than the average person. When I touch things, my fingertips and my feet are extremely sensitive, so it just feels like it's really, really soft and it feels really tender to touch. So those nerves have been shot permanently. When I used to drink even room temperature stuff, because they tell you not to drink cold stuff when you're having chemo, the reaction from you drinking cold things is so horrific. So you're drinking something cold, and my understanding is that, you know, there's aluminum, there's so many different ingredients in the chemo, and when you're drinking stuff that's even room temperature can be cold. So if you're drinking stuff and it's cold, or you know, the room temperature is too chilly, so when you're drinking it, it feels like you're swallowing glass. Feels like you're swallowing shards of crystals, or, oh my God, it's horrible. It's so bad. So, okay, so you have the side effects of feeling like you're 70 years old when you're 30. You have the side effects of your fingertips and your feet. I mean, you feel like you're getting frostbite. You have to literally be careful when you brush your teeth. You're touching any porcelain. You have to put gloves on to take anything out of the freezer or the refrigerator to cook. It's just horrible. So that's what that is. And, you know, there's just a lot of really bad side effects. So it just makes you feel like you're really old. It makes you feel like you're dying. You're so depressed, and you're reminded constantly every day that you have this evil illness that is trying to take you out slowly. Throughout the day, every day, you're reminded because of the side effects of the chemo. Let alone you have to sit in the doctor's office for a few hours for the administration of the, you know, that big high dose that has to go through your IV. And then you bring home this little pouch in a machine, and that's going through your bloodstream for the next 48 hours. So, I mean, you have this hazardous bag, you know, like it has gloves and everything, God forbid, you know, it just drips out, or, you know, you got to flush the toilet twice. That's how hazardous these chemicals are that they're putting in your body. So, and as I was saying, aluminum before, you know, when you're drinking something cold and you have all those chemicals and the aluminum, it's like the chemicals are so hot. They're so, I guess the temperatures and of the chemo, of the chemotherapy, the fluids in there are extremely they destroy stuff. So it burns. So you figured when you're touching cold stuff, or you're putting cold stuff in your body, when you're drinking it, it's going into your bloodstream. It feels like you're getting tasered, like you're getting zapped every time. So that could be the effect, like the really, really hot, and then you're drinking stuff cold, and that can be the reaction from that. But it's really terrible. So I just wanted to give you a little bit on what chemo is if you haven't experienced